Good morning, RVers. We are going to review the 30,000 BTU Mr. Heater. We installed this unit in our RV a little over 3 months ago, approximately 3 months ago. I don't have the exact date, but I know it's been 3 months for sure. So we have this is a 2012 model. Is this 2012 model? I think this is a 2012 model RV, and it has typical inefficient forced air furnace. And we went through, I believe, 620s and maybe 430-pound tanks of propane in maybe a month and a half. I don't think it was quite too much. It was a lot. We were basically changing out a 20-pounder. It seemed like 3 times a week. And I was like, man, this is a lot of money. Anyway, so I did some research, and I'm like, infrared heat, that's the way to go. We got the 30,000 because I want to make sure it was big enough on cold mornings. Down here, it's 8 to 10 degrees cooler in the morning than what the air temperature is in the city, or I'll say on the weather map. And so we get a lot of frost. I think we might have even had some single digits down here. So we never run this heater if we're not in it. So if we leave, we shut it off. We'll leave the pilot on, but turn the temperature controller down. Overnight, we shut it off. We'll run a little electric 1500 watt heater. It's never got below 50 in our camper at night, which we don't care. It's actually nice sleeping. But when we get up, the first thing I do is I come kick this on. And it takes, anywhere from 8 minutes to, maybe 15 minutes to warm it up to about 70, 75, depending on how cold it's been in here overnight. Now, one thing about this is you will have to buy a dehumidifier, which we have ours right over there. Because otherwise there's a lot of moisture. The infrared heater doesn't take moisture out of the air like the forced air does. So there is that cost, the electrical cost of running your dehumidifier. But anyway, let's get to what we've been through. So it's been, I think maybe 4 months. But anyway, we are still on our second 100-pound tank of propane. So huge savings running this. Now next year I'm thinking about buying the 3-setting 18,000 BTU units, so that we can actually, if it's cold, we'll get consistent heat while we're sitting here. So we could set it at 6,000 and still have that nice, like a fire, that glow, the heat, infrared heat coming off, warming you up. So that might be what we do next year. We'll see. But if y'all are having inefficiencies with your forced air or going through a lot of propane, I really recommend going with the infrared. You will not be disappointed. I can't say enough about it. I have zero complaints. Now, some of you might say the smell. You can't smell it per se when you're in here because it's really minute. Now, if you leave and get some fresh air and come back, you can come back and smell it. And I have a super sensitive nose. I mean, I can smell really good. But it doesn't bother me. It doesn't stuff me up or anything like that. We have a carbon monoxide gas sensor in here. And a couple other sensors, and it's been fine. There's no lightheadedness or anything like that. So anyway, do yourself a favor if you going to be camping or living at an RV full time and you're in the Midwest, the northern part of the U.S., or where your temperatures get below 50 at night, you will not be disappointed in getting rid of that forced air unit. All right, be safe out there. Happy camping.